Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a boy and a girl. They were next-door neighbors and best friends. They played together every day, and the girl loved the boy with all her heart. But the boy, he didn't feel the same way. He was just a naughty boy who liked to tease the girl. One day the girl couldn't take it anymore. She went to the boy's house and told him, "I love you." The boy was shocked. He didn't know what to say. He had never thought about loving someone. He just liked to have fun. The girl was crying, so the boy did something. He took the girl's hand and said, "Let's go get some ice cream." Then he took her to an ice cream parlor and bought her a big scoop of ice cream. It was the girl's favorite flavor, pistachio. Afterward, the boy and the girl sat on a bench under a tree and ate their ice cream. The boy thought about what the girl had said. Maybe he did like her a little bit. Maybe he was just scared to admit it. Just then, a butterfly flew past the girl's head. She screamed and the ice cream fell to the ground. The boy started laughing, but the girl was furious. She stood up and shouted, "I hate you." Then she ran away. The boy felt bad. He knew that he had hurt the girl, but he also knew that he couldn't tell her how he felt. He was just too scared. Days turned into weeks, and the boy still hadn't told the girl how he felt. He was too afraid of rejection. He was afraid that if he told her and she said no, their friendship would be ruined. One day, the boy decided that he couldn't wait any longer. He had to tell the girl how he felt. He went to her house and took her hand and said, "I love you." The girl was shocked. She couldn't believe that the boy actually loved her. She had given up hope, but now it was all real. She hugged the boy and said, "I love you too." They were so happy together. The boy and the girl were the perfect match. They got married and lived happily ever after. The end. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess who was loved by everyone in the kingdom. But the princess was not loved by her stepmother, who was an evil queen. The evil queen was jealous of the princess's beauty and wanted to be the most beautiful woman in the kingdom. The evil queen was a witch, and she used her magic to make the princess's life miserable. She made the princess clean toilets and do other dirty work. But the princess was a kind and gentle soul, and she never gave up hope. One day, the princess was cleaning the toilets when a handsome prince walked in. The prince was visiting the kingdom, and he was looking for a wife. The evil queen saw this as an opportunity to get rid of the princess, and she locked the princess in the toilet. The prince was looking for a wife, but he couldn't find anyone. He went to the palace and asked the king for help. The king introduced the prince to his daughter, but the evil queen had put a spell on the princess that made her look ugly. The prince was disgusted by the princess's appearance, and he refused to marry her. The princess was heartbroken, but she didn't give up. She went to the prince's castle and waited for him. When the prince came back from the war, the evil queen had put another spell on the princess that made her look even uglier. The prince was shocked to see the princess in such a bad state. He took her home with him and made her his queen. The evil queen was furious, but she couldn't do anything. The princess was now safe in the castle. The end.